Something that I like to do when it comes to being a dungeon master in combat is I actually don't like high ACs. I use ACs that are really low. I max out that mob's hit points. So if the mob has 4 to 22 hit points, I'm going to give it 22 hit points. But at half hit points, it falls down, it crawls away, it loses half of its hit, it attacks with disadvantage. I change how that mob effectively reacts. Its hit points are no longer static, meaning as it drops down, mechanically the creature changes how it fights. It actually has disadvantages, bleeding, it has blood loss, all of those things come into effect. Now, I don't encourage this for new dungeon masters because it's a lot of thought. You got a lot of tracking to do. But as you get used to it and as you start to feel this and as you start to see those mobs come down, number one, your players get to do lots of damage. The game dynamically changes and your fights become really interesting as it doesn't take, you don't have to kill the mob to remove it. But just because it drops to have hit points and runs away doesn't mean it's not going to shoot you with a bolt in the ass later. So it adds those dynamics that make the fights completely different than what we are normally seeing on a D&D table. Normally, max hit points, go to battle, drop, drop, drop. And mechanically, the action economy matters. Well, in my game, you'll go up against 6 mobs. You'll hit 2. They won't die, but they'll be bleeding out and they'll turn and run off. You've effectively removed them from the combat at that moment. Doesn't mean they're not going to get a side, bandage, pop a health potion, come back in later on. But all of a sudden, we have this ebb and flow during combat because we're utilizing hit points as physical damage. If you damn near cut off my arm, I'm going to run away. I'm not going to stand there and fight you. The mobs are the same, as opposed to heroes that function perfectly all the way until they go to 0 and then fall down. So by giving that dynamics, yeah, your heroes still going to be heroes. It doesn't solve that problem, but it does solve a lot of the action economy problems where people and things can be removed just by doing damage, but they're not fully removed because you can kill them. But I lower their AC, so that way you hit more often. Try it. See what you think.